Are you struggling to overcome your introverted nature? Do you possibly have opportunities to connect with other people in your niche, but you're just kind of scared to take that step forward? Or maybe you're scared to vlog in public. Let's talk about that. This channel is all about getting to the heart of creating, about encouraging and inspiring one another and building community through the challenges and struggles of being a creator. I'm really excited and happy to welcome John Eska to the channel of Johnny 5 FPV Drones.
So I got this question from Katie, and it's, what is one of the things that you struggle with as a creator? And I'd have to say, speaking in public to people when you're sort of an introverted person, I know that sounds funny when you've created over 500 videos on a channel, but it's true. Now, one of the toughest things is going to big events like I tend to do. Now, one of my most successful videos, a sort of documentary style thing I did, has over 300,000 views. The most views on my channel only existed because I was able to overcome that discomfort with going up to people that you may have seen on other YouTube channels, semi-famous people in your niche, maybe not worldwide, and going and talk to them, asking for an interview. And actually, I don't tend to ask for interviews. I just kind of put the camera in their face and start asking questions, which maybe isn't the most polite thing to do, but that's how I got around it. And it's just practice.
The thing that really struck me about this is that as an introvert, John struggles with approaching people in a busy setting, like a convention type thing. And I was thinking, boy, as an extrovert, I would be intimidated to go up to people in a context like that. I would be struggling with the fear of bothering them, of getting in their way, And this isn't like the point of this video, but I really want to just mention it briefly, that it's really interesting how introvertedness is seen as a negative thing in a lot of contexts, and extrovertedness is like a goal. And there's all these articles like, be more extroverted, be more assertive. I wonder how many of us actually think this, that there's a problem with us, our personalities, who we are, that is keeping us from moving further, faster. And it's so easy to think that there's something wrong with our personalities. And if we could fix that intrinsic part of ourselves, life would be easier. And that's not it. What's it is our thinking. Hang on, I'm getting into that. I learned these steps from an awesome life coach that I had. And in literally every situation of life where you feel blocked, talking through these steps could help you. The first thing is we have a circumstance. The circumstance is, in this scenario, there is a special event where there will be big name people within your niche, or niche, however you want to pronounce it. People will be gathered, and it would be so great for your channel to get them to make an appearance, to be able to use them in the title and the thumbnail, to hear their thoughts about something specific. That's the circumstance. Next is the thought. The thought is the thing that you can control. You can't control the circumstance. You can control the thought. Maybe it's, I'm shy. They're busy. They're going to be mad at me. I'm gonna distract them. I'm gonna get in trouble. You know, it may snowball less than that. It may snowball more than that. But your thoughts, pay attention to your thoughts. Next is the feeling. What feeling do you get from those thoughts? So the feeling is discouraged, fearful, hesitancy, embarrassment, disappointment. So then the next step is the action. So from the thoughts and the feelings that come from the thoughts, what is the action? Probably the action is to not do anything, right? The action is a missed moment, a missed opportunity to connect with people. The last thing is the result. So the result of this process of circumstance, thought, feeling, action is always missing moments. always missing opportunities. So the circumstance stays the same. How can you change your thought about it? What would be a better thought to put into that place? I want you to put down in the comments what you think would be a better thought to replace that. I want you to go through this process either in the comment section or on your own journaling. There is so much power in our thoughts. When we change our thoughts, we change our feelings, we change the result.
Even right now, I'm out here about to start doing some drone racing. There's people all around me. I have a light with an umbrella set in front of me, a camera in front of me, and I'm sitting here talking to it. And a couple of years ago, this would have basically been impossible. The number of times I took my camera gear with me and didn't actually get anything shot with it, or I only shot B-roll because I wasn't comfortable speaking in front of the camera, was more than I care to admit. So how did I get over it? How did I get over those struggles? It's just doing it, guys. Doing it, maybe you just bring it out and you're only comfortable enough to ask a question or two. Maybe you're only comfortable enough to answer a couple of questions to yourself, to your camera, and then you get nervous and put it away. But you keep doing that time and time and time again. Eventually you'll be comfortable enough to just speak like this off the cuff in front of everyone.
It is absolutely true that there is no shortcut to making better videos than to just do it. Again and again, repetition. He nailed it there. I want to add to that. Just remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to celebrate every time you manage to do something that was hard. The only thing fear does is hold us back from progress. So after John shared about these struggles with me, my brain just went into motion of just trying to figure out what kind of advice could I have for his situation. And I got a lot of ideas, and now I'm going to share them with you. The next time there's going to be some kind of event that people you will want to connect with will be at, you could try emailing them ahead of time. Say, this is my YouTube channel, I'd love to talk to you about this, and asking if there is a chance that you could snag them for a few minutes. Ask them if they have any gaps or places in their schedule that would be possible. Okay, so here's the big mindset shift that I want to talk about here. They're not doing you a huge favor in taking a few minutes to be on your channel. For reals. Most people know the value of marketing. Most people know that the way to expand their territory and make more connections is to put themselves out there, to guest on podcasts, to collaborate on videos. It's free publicity. It's a way for them to grow their business, to grow their influence. Even if they outnumber you by subs by a lot. Back to more possible ideas and ways to maneuver this. If you would love to talk to somebody, but you're just pretty shy to talk to them, see if you can bring someone else along with you to go and talk to them. And say, hey, my friend's a YouTuber, and this is what we're doing. Would you be willing to come with me for 1 minute and we can chat a little bit? Or can my friend bring his camera over? I'm assisting my friend. Can he bring his camera over here and just ask you a quick question? I would love to do that for somebody. Oh, that sounds like fun. Another thing is you can check ahead of time if the people that you want to talk to have assistants that kind of help them manage their schedules. Going to the people who know the schedule and know the openings, that could save a lot of stress. I've gone through a lot of administrative assistants and people that have other equally cool sounding titles. When I've reached out to bigger name people for my podcast, oh my goodness, I just prefer it when people have assistants because that means they actually get back to me. When someone actually has the job of helping people manage things, makes it so much easier. They can tell you when it's a good time to come back. So ask the assistant, what is the best way to reach them for a 1 to 3-ish minute quick interview in the midst of all these activities? Another thing to prepare for before you're even at this event is have a specific question in mind that is not a question that they've been asked 100 times. Make it unique, make it memorable, make it relevant. When the introduction is being made, have that prepared too. Who you are, your channel, what it's about, and keep it short as an elevator pitch. Having this ready and not droning on and not taking 5 minutes, but really just taking seconds is going to not make people feel rushed and overwhelmed in an already possibly stressful atmosphere. Here's my final tip for this. You've managed to talk to this person. You've managed to get a comment from them that is going to work perfectly in your video, and you're really excited about that. Put it on the social media, whichever ones you're on. Tag them. Who knows? Maybe they'll retweet it or repost it. It could happen. You could possibly ask if they would repost and retweet things after when you're saying your final goodbyes. You just got to feel that situation out. If they do, or even if they don't, send them a PM, DM, whatever you want to call it, and thank them for their willingness to talk to you. Ask another question. Start building a connection and a friendship with them. Maybe they will ghost you. Maybe they will start to connect with you. But it's forming these relationships that can lead to actual friendships, that can lead to collaborations in the future. It's worth a try. It's worth putting yourself out there. Utilize social media, utilize connections, and nurture those connections.
Now, I didn't know that eventually I would get much more comfortable. I didn't know that I'd ever be comfortable enough to have a huge light out there in front of everyone so that people are looking at me and wondering, what the heck is that guy doing? But enough times, enough practice, and you get better. And so just like it is making videos, your first 100 videos are gonna suck. And if you're like me and you make videos by yourself in a room, in a studio, doing reviews or whatever type of video, and you want to branch out and talk to people, you just have to do it, guys. Now, hopefully that's helpful to you guys. That's something that I struggled with, and good question there, Katie.
So thanks again to John for being willing to be a guest on this channel, for sharing from his struggles and from his perspective of growth. If you are a creator and you would like to be a part of a video collaboration like this, let me know. You can find ways to connect with me in the description. If you're a creator and you would like to share from your experiences like Chris did in this video, then send me a message. Let's connect. And if you're feeling stuck and discouraged, check out this video. It might help you. Also, I'd love to chat with you face to face, Zoom to Zoom. So yeah, contact me if you'd like to bounce ideas around. Bye.